here we go. So let's add in base 8. See my 8 over here? A little sloppy. There we go. Base 8. So we're going to add in base 8. Base 8. Okay, here we go. So you know the rule. In base 8, you're never going to see an 8 or higher, right? Let me write that. Never see 8 or higher. Instead, carry the 8. You're never going to see an 8 or higher. Instead, carry 8. Here we go. So 6 and 4 makes 10. But we can't have that, right? We're never going to see an 8 or higher. Even in our base system, we can't have 10 in one place. So we can't have that. So what do we do about it? Instead, carry. So cross this out. Carry to the next column. Right? There's my carry. And subtract 8. That leaves 2. Why did I subtract 8? Because I'm in base 8. And whenever you carry, you're carrying 8. Whenever you carry a 1 to the next column, like I did right here, here's my carry. I carried 1. You can read that. Sorry, it's a little scribbly here. I carried 1 to the next column. So whenever you carry to the next column, you're really carrying 8 in base 8. All right, let's do the next column. Add them up. So that's why I subtracted 8 here. That left only 2. Because whenever you carry in base 8, you're carrying 8. Add up the next column. 5 and 1 is 6, and 7 is 13. But we can't have 13. So we're going to what? We're going to carry a 1. I carried again. Now, when you carry, you're subtracting 8. So that leaves 5. Because in base 8, your carrying is carrying away 8 to the next column, even though you only wrote a 1. That's what will be so confusing for the younger folks you two. They think, no way, that's not an 8. They'll say to you, Mr. or Mrs., your last name, they'll say, that's only a 1. It's not an 8. But that's where you'll need to, I mean, you won't do base 8 with them, but you'll do base 10. You'll need to teach them, no, that 1 in the next column really represents 10 because we have a place value system. Right? So see why I keep subtracting 8 every time? Because you're carrying away 8. All right, next column. So 1 and 6 is 7 and 3 is 10. But again, we're never going to see an 8 or higher in any one place. So what do? Same thing. We carry 1 to the next column and what? Cross this out, subtract 8. That leaves 2. Is that making sense? We subtracted 8 because we carried away 8. And then final column is just 1. That's all we have in that column. So the answer then to this question is right there. 1252 base 8. We just added in the base 8 system, which means anytime you're never going to see an 8 or more, instead you carry 8. So the carrying is always carrying the base number.